Hello, dear aquarist, dear fish keeper. I know you're interested to learn about how to quarantine freshwater fish. Freshwater fish that come in from Africa, Asia, South America, or from a local breeder. All different sources that can come in the aquaria, in your fish house, or in your pet shop, or if you're a breeder. Anything that can help you to solve the problems that occur the days or hours or weeks after they arrive. And I try to explain in 6 training classes what you can do as actions before they arrive, on the moment they arrive, and what you can do as treatments, applications of medications to give the best protocols to fight off the most common fish diseases and to avoid losses. Particularly important is also that you take care of a good way of handling the fish when they come into your aquarium water, coming from the wild or coming from a breeding facility. So I will share this today in my introduction, what it's all about and what you can learn. Of course, this class costs some money. Yes, of course. Nothing is free in the world, only the sun. But I do this because I invest a lot of time and work in it. And since I'm retired, I have a small pension plan. Yes, you understand, if you're self-employed and you had a fish house, you work a lot with the fish, but not a lot with the money. But anyway, saving fish gave me the opportunity to have a good business. I profited from my business, and I learned good lessons, and I have a good life. I don't complain, because it's all about taking good caution of good measures that you avoid losses of fish, because losing fish is something that is terrible, because losing fish is losing your net profit. And most of the companies that go broke is because they lost a lot of fish. I hear sometimes people say, well, if I ship fish and around the world, I have, well, particularly the wholesalers who ship to the pet shops. Let's give that as an example. Some say, well, it's normal to have 1 or 2% dead fish on a shipment. It is not. It is really not. It should be only 0.3, 0.4% maximum if you're unlucky. Even with the arrivals of your fish, you should have an average, and I'll explain you it in the classes later on, only about 100 dead fish on an average on 1,000 aquaria. That is an average. Of course, when the fish just arrived and there was some mishaps or infections break out, yes, this is livestock, can happen. But still, we want to come to a moment that you have an average of 100 dead fish per 1,000 aquaria. This used to be my average when I had my fish house in Belgium, in Westmeerbeek, Bassleer biofish, and that was the standard my staff had to work for. Try to get not more than 100 dead fish out of 1,000 aquaria, which was 0.01%. This should be your, and that's sometimes normal loss because it's livestock. Fish die, people die, age, some diseases which cannot be repaired. Sometimes they come from the wild with problems you cannot cure. But I'll explain that here in my quarantine session. So I will show you today my PowerPoint where I explain the quarantine procedures as an introduction, what you can do. Because we all want healthy fish. Because sick or dead fish are a risk for your business or for your hobby. You don't want to have this fish to become so badly sick. No, you want to have eventually healthy fish in a beautiful aquarium. And the different steps, which I'll explain with videos, will lead you to a process of good procedures for quarantine. And it's all in different sections explained. First of all, you have to manage the fish health. You have to organize. You have to organize who is responsible for doing what. What actions need to be implemented? Actions to be taken before the fish arrive, very important. Actions that you have to take when the fish arrive, the applications of the treatments, then the evaluation of the results within 24, 48 hours, responsible person for checking on that, a responsible person who is doing microscopic examination, yes, something very valuable for every importer or exporter. And then to make a report, with a good DOA report, to your supplier, so he learns from you, and you hopefully get better fish in the future. And of course, also a self-critical review of your actions with your staff. What can we improve? What can we do better next time? And then keep records. Keep records of what you do, because over the months you collect so many interesting data that you will come to perfect protocols depending on your supplier and the kind of fish. Because you have opportunities to prevent fish losses and to save money when these fish arrive, like here, the Aries silver shark from Colombia arriving, a very delicate fish, but you have to know how to handle it. And here they're arriving in the fish tanks, which are prepared in my fish house. And here is one of my staff members, Paul. This is already a picture about 50 years old. The kind of quarantine actions you take, and for example, get rid of the shipping water and disinfect. This sterilizes shipping water. Take good quarantine actions, acclimate the fish into the fish tank where they have to come. Because during that quarantine, you have to take also treatment actions, because studies have proven that 85% of all the fish that arrive with bacterial infections. Yes, because you're packed, stressed, handled. And it's like for humans. If you're stressed and exhausted and travel too much, I learned that from my lessons by traveling to trade shows or to giving seminars. And when I'm tired and exhausted after traveling, I get easily a cold or get sick. Well, the same for the fish. Because the fish have an immune system, there is food, there is water that can become bad because of ammonia in the shipping water, stress of the handling, and there are pathogens. And if the immune system weakens, of course, the pathogen can take over and the fish can become sick. So you need to have good practices and early treatments to save fish, like for your discus fish, how to acclimate them and how to treat and to put fish in the quarantine tanks. Because your impact on the quarantine access can be very important. And here the example of a marine export facility where I worked with, you can see here the start of our new procedures of quarantine access. You see the drop in losses of the different kind of species. The high losses, the lower losses over the month afterwards, which saved 70 to 80% of the fish. So for you to take action is register and pay to obtain the videos. That gives you the necessary training. You can get that by becoming a member on my YouTube channel, a VIP member, or go to my Patreon, where I also give you allowance to register to get that training. So gives you the opportunity also to ask questions to get feedback. So I hope this explained you a little bit what I want to do with you in explaining the importance of quarantining fish is giving you the best chances of having good, healthy fish and a good business. Thank you for watching.